So, I don't know, what's the day today? 19th? November. So you can see here we've got the driveway. It's all cleaned out. You can kind of sense the pitch here. Somebody just drove up, so you can see kind of the corner into it is a lot better than where it used to be. The upper edge is still where it was. So they opened up the mouth a lot, actually, to get into the driveway, which I think is good. Dennis Jr. here is with me. He indicated what? That they couldn't really grade much more out of the middle.
Due to the utilities.
Due to the utilities. So they did bring it over here. He said they left a little bit deeper down here on the bottom so they could add some more asphalt material to make it sturdier at the bottom, because that's clearly where the whole thing came south last time. He also said when they cleaned it up, there's only about an inch of material here anyway, versus they're putting in 3 inches.
Correct.
Now, as far as packing this, because it's frozen, you know, it's been getting a little bit colder at nighttime. Are we going to expect any problems with that at all?
No, there's no frost in the ground right now. Obviously it gets a little bit colder in the morning, but this is all packed in so tight, nothing's going to happen with this.
And so the other concern down here on the bottom was making sure that when an oil truck comes around, they don't nosedive right into the driveway again, because clearly that would be a problem. But Dennis Jr. thinks
he should be fine turning that corner, coming
yeah.
up and in.
Or we just tell the stupid guy to go up the hill, turn around and come in.
Yeah, he can back it up the hill, and then he definitely won't
Yeah, because if he came that way, the slope on this side of the driveway is not nearly, even though it's been widened out a lot.
No, if he came up this way, he has a much better...
Oh, yeah. He shouldn't have any problems whatsoever.
He shouldn't have any issues coming up this way. If he goes up, turns around, and comes up...
Yeah, maybe they just say that because...
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'll have my dad inform him to come up the other way. And that way you'll definitely avoid...
Exactly. So you can see the rest of it. We'll go from edge to edge. You can see where the edges go up.
That'll be all cleaned up once they pave it.
Okay, they'll scrape it back or whatever?
Yeah, they'll back the sides of the driveway with it.
Okay, yeah. And then, yeah, so this is all fine up here. This grade is hardly anything at all, David. It's a fine grade up here. It's just right down there at the bottom. Up here on the on the plateau up here, you can see they've turned it out. They decided not to go all the way against the house.
He said to leave it just because if you have any issues with those utilities, you don't have to get into destroying your pavement.
Yeah. So you can see it's going to corner. It's just going to turn. I'm assuming they'll follow pretty close to that edge.
Correct. They'll be right on that edge, yes.
We might want to put something in next spring, just some crushed stone.
Yeah, we'll back it. We'll back it. I'll make sure it's backed.
That way it won't chip away in case somebody takes it too much of a corner. Yep. You can see they've flattened it all out up here. You can see about where the tire goes is where it will end. And then they're going to come right along where the shadow is. As you can see, they'll be somewhere in here, right?
Yes. Yep. They'll make a nice clean line.
About actually where that shadow is, somewhere.
Yep. They'll make a nice clean line.
And then this stuff over here, we're just going to leave for utility.
I'll break the rocks up next to it to straighten it out.
Yeah. And so you can see up here the deck on the top, plenty of room up here. They've pushed it all the way back. That all looks really good, actually.
Yep, you'll have a nice pitch coming down from the garage now. You shouldn't have any water issues.
And then it comes here, and then where's the natural pitch here? Because it looks like it's gonna...
The natural pitch is because that is raised up.
Yeah.
You don't want to pitch it all the way to there.
Yeah.
Because the water will just come back. So it'll pitch down there, pitch down here, and then it'll run. It'll be a gradual
Will it get up over that hill?
Oh, yeah. When they grade it out, they'll shoot it with a laser. It'll come in a little bit on both sides, and then it will run down. Because you can't...
Yeah, you can't get it. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I didn't know they were shooting with a laser. A laser, all they got to do is have an inch.
Oh,
and they're fine. Water will definitely flow that direction.
You're going down a quarter inch, it'll run.
So, as far as this stuff is concerned, this is, so 3 inches. How will they?
They'll pack this with a compactor.
All right.
They'll take. What he did was he came up with a big roller.
Yeah.
And obviously he's not going to run that
right.
He'll have a smaller compactor.
So when his team comes tomorrow.
Correct. They'll have a smaller compactor that'll run all the edges.
Okay, and then they'll come right up to the top, or
Correct. Right up to the top.
Okay. Good. So right up to here.
Should be flush right with
Should be flush to that, which will be great. Then it'll be nice and easy to get in and out. Cool.
I know there was some water issues before getting towards the garage.
Yeah.
That should all be alleviated.
They'll slope that.
That'll all be gone.
Yeah.
You won't have any water going back towards the garage.
Okay, cool. Let's go get a check and we'll get on with this thing.